Review. When the ancient Roman dictator Julius Caesar was betrayed and murdered, the empire was split between his successors Octavian, later Augustus, and Mark Antony. For a while they maintained an uneasy peace, but neither really wanted to share power, and together they led the empire to civil war. I feel like we had a similar situation on Survivor this week, albeit on a much smaller scale. Last week's episode saw Matt betrayed, like Caesar, by his allies. In his absence, the castaways have lined up in two different camps. On the one hand, the orchestrator of last week's coup, Lisa, and her staunch ally Tara. On the other, Adam and his best buddy Tess. And in between them, Dave, Matt's close friend from outside the game, who was nonetheless an integral part of voting Matt out. It wasn't always clear that this was how the castaways would arrange themselves. Adam had actually voted for Tess at the previous tribal, and while he came clean about it afterwards, Tess was upset. And just when she needed a shoulder to cry on, her lizard buddy Buster was nowhere to be found. They, Tess and Adam, that is, presumably Tess and the lizard, are still tight made up, though, when Tess won the reward challenge, her first challenge win of the game. The challenge required the castaways to take some bags of dominoes across the balance beam, set the dominoes up in a row on another beam, and then push them over so the chain reaction launched a ball into a bucket. Dave continued his frankly incredible run of second-place finishes, leaving Tess to earn the relaxing Thai massage and smoothie picnic reward. As has become par for the course with these reward challenges, she had to pick another castaway to share the reward with. To the surprise of everyone else, she chose Adam, the guy she'd been giving the cold shoulder to since the previous night. The vote, it turned out, had just been a temporary blip in their friendship. Their afternoon wellness retreat also gave them an opportunity to plot how they'd survive the coming tribal council. Knowing that Lisa and Tara would be gunning for them, they decided to try to convince Dave to flip on his co-conspirators in the Matt vote. The next day's immunity challenge was a Survivor classic, the good old, cling to a pole until your arms give out, challenge. To make things even trickier for the contestants, it was raining pretty heavily, which made the poles slick. Maybe the wellness afternoon helped Tess find her inner balance. She never looked like losing this one, and sure enough, she earned the immunity necklace and the perhaps even more coveted prize of a pat on the back from Matt Chisholm. Dave, again, came second. It was enough to make Adam wonder if he was losing on purpose. It was perhaps a little unfortunate for Adam that his bestie won immunity, because it put the target squarely on his back. He made it pretty clear to the cameras that if he was going down, he was going to give the Survivor pot a mighty big stir before he left. Stir he did. The tribal council where he eventually got voted off was definitely the weirdest of the season, not just because Adam made the previously unprecedented move of just telling everyone who he was going to vote for. He made a plea for everyone to vote off Lisa, and for a second it looked like he might have really swayed Tara or Dave. His argument about Lisa being the hardest person to beat was a good one. It's pretty hard to see her not winning if she makes the final three. The tribal was also notable for Dave revealing just how much voting his mate Matt off had affected him. Just looking at Matt had him in tears. I feel for the guys, he looks like he's going to come out of this thing with some deep psychological trauma. Still, $250,000 can pay for a lot of counseling, and we're now only one episode away from the live finale. Can't wait. Want more Survivor? You can watch Adam's Jury Villa episode here and buy tickets to the live finale here. Stuff promoted, stories recommended by